The moment you open your mouth to answer the question, what am I? You're 1,000 miles away from it. What are you? Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. Any position works. You can be lying down even if that works for you. Preferably, you want to keep an upright back and find a spot where you can sit for the next, 20 minutes or so, not feeling the need to fidget. This is also an open eye meditation practice. We don't close our eyes here. We really don't want to shut anything off. We're not trying to go inside and find peace. We're just becoming instead completely aware of what is. So we keep our eyes open. However, if you have learned to close your eyes during practice, feel free to do so. There are no hindrances here. Only if your eyes are open, go ahead and just drop them down below you, kind of glaring lightly at the floor or the desk or whatever it is. We're not staring at any particular spot, but we're also not blurry and buzzy. We have a nice, light, clear gaze directed downward. You're in a nice, comfortable seated position, and your eyes are open and down. Just relax. Let your body calm down. There's nowhere to go, and there's really nothing to do. Just remain here as this moment. And take the next minute or two to leave your attention alone from your head, from thoughts, and just gently rest your attention on the sensation of the breath. Just notice it move the lower body, the chest and the abdomen, the expanding and contracting sensations of breathing. Just remain with it. And I'm probably catching you thinking right now, planning, worrying, remembering. And you'll notice when you're thinking, you no longer have attention with breathing. So the practice is simple. Simply return to the breath. Gently. Become as effortless in this process as you possibly can. Don't force anything. And again, I'm probably catching you now thinking. No problem at all. Gently return to the breath. And notice if it feels like you're paying attention to your breath from some place above your breath, like in your head. Like somehow you exist in your head and you're directing attention from that place downward towards the breath. This is an illusion. So instead of paying attention to the breath from your head, as if you're pointing attention downward, bring attention to your breath as your breath. In other words, pay attention to breathing from breathing itself. Let breathing know itself and leave your head alone. Take up your identity and the feeling of what you are. Take it up in the sensations of the breath. Leave it alone. Let your thoughts come and go as they please. Regard them like the sounds outside your window. Just return to breathing as breathing. Come back. Come back to breathing gently. Remain as the breath. Maybe you still feel like you're in the head somewhere, directing your attention downwards to breathing. Instead of trying to remain as the breath, inquire instead, where does attention come from? What am I? And we don't find this with our thoughts. We find it in the same way we found the breath. Use your attention. Where does attention come from? Look carefully. And maybe I'm catching you thinking right now. It's okay. What here's thinking? What is the voice in your head talking to? You can hear your thoughts. Can you find what hears them? What hears this voice? And if you don't understand, stay there. Completely embody not knowing and completely rest. right, you can look at the screen. Who are you? What are you? If we're honest with ourselves, I think we can agree that the most interesting question and the most important question is, what am I? Because it's so mysterious. We all feel to be this person. In fact, we feel it so much that we think it is completely obvious that whatever you believe you are, male, female, this kind of person, that kind of person, this kind of story, that kind of story, my goals, my aspirations, my personality, me, I. It seems to be the most obvious thing in the world. So we overlook its significance. Meditation is actually really looking into this I, this me, the one that sees this screen that you're looking at, the one looking right now. It may seem so obvious to you. Well, it's me. I'm Nathan. I'm Carly. I'm Joe Smo. But when we leave thinking alone, like when I say to find the breath, you're not thinking about it. You can't think about it. And if you are, you're not meditating. You just find the breath. Here it is. Boom. There it is. In that same way, you find the one you believe you are. What am I? What happens? The mind wants an answer. Oh, I'm the one that observes everything. I am the freedom beyond thoughts. I am this, I am that. All thinking, wrong, big mistake. The moment you open your mouth to answer the question, what am I? You're 1,000 miles away from it. So ask again, what are you? And just stay. You can call it Buddha mind, God. This, I don't know if you could see that. There's a calligraphy behind me. It's by Shunyo Suzuki, great Zen master. And that means beginner's mind. The mind you have as a baby, before all this thoughts and stories and worries and problems and identity and non-identity and this and that and my aspirations, all that, before all that comes, what's before it? Not an answer with your head, not a thought. If you don't know what an orange is, like say an alien came down and wanted to know what an orange is, you can write a book about how an orange tastes, the citrusiness, the sweetness, the color, all of it. But it will never, the alien will never understand what an orange is, what it tastes like, until it just peels it, eats it. Ah, that's what it is. Everything else is just words. And we do this with ourselves. We identify with words. I'm this kind of person, I have a story, blah, 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 but we don't see what we really are. And because of that, we suffer. We get stuck in the head and worry about things, get depressed, overthink, struggle, because we're attached to these words and these ideas. It's like eating the menu thinking you're getting at the dinner. The menu is a representation of the dinner at a restaurant, but it is not the dinner itself. They're just words. But we're so attached to these words that it captures us and takes us along for its ride, not even seeing what our mind is before all of that arises. So meditation is about waking up from the dream of being you. and it's the only thing worth doing. Really. As always, if you have any questions, comment below. And I post a video like this every single day, because meditation wasn't designed for the weekends or when you're in trouble. It's designed to happen every day, non-stop. So join the Attentive Mind if you want to learn how to meditate and not get involved in the spiritual stuff, not get involved in all the belief systems and things that people want to teach you about meditation. If you want to really just practice, join the Attentive Mind, and I'll be here for you. Thank you for showing up today and showing up for your life. Whose life? I'll see you tomorrow.